Primetime local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman and thank you for joining us. 3 Saskatchewan credit unions are looking at the idea of a potential merger. Arlene Hofford has more on what it would mean for credit union members.
Synergy Credit Union is exploring the idea of a merger with both the Connexus and Cornerstone credit unions. Synergy CEO Glenn Stang says the idea for a merger came about as a way for the credit unions to adapt to the changes currently being faced in the banking industry.
Our industry is facing unprecedented change right now, as is many other industries, right? And so to keep up with that change and to ensure that we have long-term sustainability, we're always looking for partnerships, people that we can collaborate with to make the investments that we need to serve our members better. And we found good partnership in Cornerstone and Connexus. We share the same values. We serve the same members who want the same things.
Even though the banking industry has faced many changes in recent years, Stang says that the members have always remained at the forefront of Synergy Credit Union. He says the merger will have many benefits for members in all 3 credit unions.
Well, the immediate benefits for our membership is they have access to an expanded branch network across the province, right? I think longer term, they're going to see us making greater investments in technology so that we can develop our digital experience and better serve them that way. I think, again, our partners bring other collective values to the table, things that we don't do today, like investing in the tech industry by way of venture capital, a few different things.
Stang says Synergy Credit Union is aware of the concerns that members may have about the possible merger, but assures it will not limit any local branches' community investments.
Members are always concerned about what does it mean to the local decision-making factors and the credit union's ability to continue to be engaged and invest in the communities that we serve. And I really know that going into this merge, a lot of those things won't change. In fact, we should have greater capacity to do more than what we are currently doing.
The idea behind the possible merger is to have the credit unions united together for a thriving Saskatchewan. Lane Hoffert, Primetime Local News.
The Catholic Social Services has officially started their Angels of Hope campaign. Our Jackson Fontaine spoke to the program assistant of the services to find out a little bit more about the campaign.
I'm here at the Catholic Social Services here in Lloydminster, joined with Kyla Parkin, who is the program assistant here at the Catholic Social Services. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So before we kind of talk about your guys' Angels of Hope campaign, why don't you tell me about what the Catholic Social Services program is?
So Catholic Social Services, we offer many different programs, anything from gateway to newcomers, counseling, family intervention programs. We offer FSCD, we offer Seniors Connection. The Catholic Social Services has been serving the Lloydminster area for over 42 years and serving the Alberta area for over 60 years. It's the largest multifunction social service in Alberta.
So now we'll kind of move towards the campaign, Angels of Hope campaign. So just tell me a little bit about it. What is it?
The Angels of Hope campaign is helping people get matched with sponsors, sponsors being a group, a church, a family, a company. We match them with a family, a senior individual for someone who's struggling in need of this holiday season.
And why and when did you guys decide to start this campaign?
The Catholic Social Services Angels of Hope program was started by a staff member. In 2020, when the pandemic was going on, we've seen that many families were struggling. And so it started as a toy drive for the first 2 years and is now evolved into what it is today. And that's just because the needs of the people have changed.
Awesome. And so you guys started this campaign 5 years ago. And when you started it, what was your kind of message you were hoping to get to the people of Lloydminster?
There is hope. Our community is very giving and a generous community. They know that no one stands alone.
Final question I have for you. Why is it important to have a fundraiser, I should say campaign like this in Lloydminster?
Well, last year we had a sponsor a family of 3 kids, a mom and a dad, and the dad was the only one working. They were new to Canada. When they dropped off their donations of groceries and gifts, it took 3 staff vehicles to bring it to the family's home. The kids' faces when all the groceries and gifts were being brought into the home, they were so blessed and thankful. The Angels of Hope program truly supports those who are in need.
I'm going to throw one more at you. Has this campaign started already? And if so, how long does it go?
The campaign started already, yes. We are doing our drop-offs and donations the last week before Christmas. No donation is too small, too big. You can come in the week before Christmas and drop something off. Give us a call, let us know you're stopping by, and we can figure something out.
I'm sure it's going to be a great campaign. That is the Catholic Social Services here in Lloydminster. Thanks for taking the time to do this today, Kyla.
Thanks.
A local initiative is taking place to provide meals for the homeless. Callan Dunlop has more on the Lloydminster Community Cookbook.
Today I'm joined by Brittany and Tigra Lee with the Lloydminster and Vermilion for Equity, and we're here to talk about the completion of your community cookbook. To start, can you explain to me a little bit about what this cookbook is for those unaware?
The cookbook is a collection of recipes from people around Lloydminster. In the end, we ended up getting about 40 contributors and 125 recipes. We have everything from appetizers and salads to entrees and desserts. And it's going towards our, basically our food support services. So we offer lunches, hot meals, Sundays at Residence in Recovery, and then Thursdays mobile. We also do make lunches that are handed out on Mondays and Fridays at the Friendship Center.
I'd like to hear more about the preparation side of things on your end. How did you guys get this project off the ground?
We're always looking for fundraising ideas. And actually, for one of my family reunions in the past, we've done a similar idea. So that mixed with the food aspect of what we do, it was just kind of came together that way.
Now, if people want to support you guys, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, so if people want to get involved, we're always looking for volunteers. We have quite a few different areas that we need volunteers for, like meal prep, organizing donations, helping to hand out and serve. We do have a volunteer registration form that's on our website at lvefoundation.com. In the drop-down menu, there's a link to Street Team where you can fill out a registration form, or under the request form link, there's also a registration form there. They can also email us at Lloydminster Vermilion for Equity at gmail.com, or message us on our Facebook page at Lloydminster and Vermilion for Equity.
Why did you feel it was important to bring this to Lloydminster?
I think food brings people together, and having people that maybe don't know about what we do here, this was kind of an easy way to get people involved and start networking. Everybody has to eat, so you're putting in a recipe, and most people have a special memory that's linked to cooking or food or eating, so that's also involved in the cookbook as well. Right now we're having an early bird price, so they're $25 each, or 3 for $60. That's until November 30th. And you can fill out a form at our website at lvefoundation.com. And then after that, they will be $35 each, or 3 for $90.
And that covers all of my questions. I want to thank you both for taking the time to talk about this today.
It's a weekend of Christmas lights to get in the spirit of the season. Heather Klagas has more in this week's edition of What's Happening.
This weekend, you have the chance to see some beautiful Christmas lights. So one of those places is right here at Kiwanis Park, the Kiwanis Club of Lloydminster. They're going to light up this gorgeous park coming up on Sunday afternoon. You're invited out to join them. There's going to be cookies, hot chocolate, and there's going to be a few speeches. And then at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, they're going to flip the switch, and this beautiful park will light up for you and your family to enjoy this Christmas season. And you've got another chance to see some great Christmas lights this weekend. The Lights and Sounds of Christmas House, their launch night, it's coming up tomorrow night. It's going to start at 7 p.m. That's when the show will get underway, but they invite you out a little bit earlier so that you can get a great seat and also enjoy some treats as well. The Lights and Sounds of Christmas House, you'll find it at 5704 30th Street in Lloydminster. And the Lights and Sounds of Christmas House, they are accepting donations, and those donations go to local organizations, including Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Lloydminster. So check out some beautiful Christmas lights this weekend. Calling all princesses and superheroes, you're invited out for a fun afternoon next Saturday. The Lloydminster Bobcats are once again hosting their Princesses and Superheroes afternoon, and when you get your ticket, you're in for a fun afternoon out. It includes musical and dance performances by different Disney characters. There's going to be themed cookies, there's going to be a popcorn station, there's going to be a photo wall, you get a keepsake card that you get to take home, and so much more. From heroic moves to royal twirls, there's something for everyone. A great afternoon out for your family. Get your ticket now for next Saturday's event by calling the Bobcats office, 780-871-0900. And coming up tomorrow night at the Moose Lodge here in Lloydminster, it's Robert Larrabee Live. There's still a few tickets left for their dinner and the show, or you can just get a ticket for the show. For more information and to get your ticket, call 780-875-7919. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, we hope you stay safe and stay healthy.
What's Happening is brought to you by Northern Factory Workwear, Circle Drive East, Saskatoon, and Highway 17 South, Lloydminster.
And we'll have more Primetime Local News after the break. Holy Rosary High School is one of the sites for the 3A ASAA Volleyball Provincials, where Holy Rosary's own Raiders are playing games, and I was able to watch their final round-robin game. The Raiders had a solid start to Provincials, winning their first 2 games in pool play. Their final pool play game was up against the St. Martin Kodiaks. The first set, the Raiders got off to a slow start, and the Kodiaks took a commanding lead, but late in the set, the Raiders battled back, but it was too little too late, and the Kodiaks took the first set. The second set was incredibly tight, with neither team getting more than a 3-point lead until midway through the set when the Raiders had some great spikes and blocks to win the second set. The third and final set was another close one, but the Kodiaks got a lead late in the set, and the Raiders couldn't catch up, and so the Kodiaks would give the Raiders their first loss in the tournament. The Raiders were still happy with their performance in the close game.
I feel like in the first set we started off slow. We usually get to a kind of slow start in the morning. We're not very much morning people, but I feel like we did do a really good climb back at the end of the first, which dragged into the second. Some calls didn't go our way, some went our way, but we should have just battled through that anyways.
Even with the loss, the Raiders were enjoying themselves on the court, playing in their home gym.
It's extremely exciting. I haven't had a rush like this in a long time. It's awesome to be able to go home, sleep in my own bed, come play volleyball at a provincial level. Having my mom and dad coming to watch is electric. Having all my family, friends, being able to see me play at the top level possible, it's just an amazing thing to happen to me.
The players aren't the only ones enjoying the atmosphere, as the various volunteers from throughout Lloydminster have helped make provincials run smoothly and effectively.
I'm blown away and overwhelmed by the amount of support we've had on our staff and with our student body as well. Like, we have over 100 volunteers helping out with the tournament this weekend, and we're just beyond grateful that our school comes together for these kind of events and helps us put them on. I've been able to really, really focus on just coaching the boys, which is such a blessing, and my appreciation is above and beyond for everyone.
Thomas Wildman, Primetime, Local News. That's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
For all of us here at Primetime Local News, I'm Thomas Wildman, and have a great rest of your day.